Dr. Larry Arnn with Hillsdale College at CPAC 2017. Doctor, thank you for having us. But real quickly, I have a question for you regarding what we're currently seeing in colleges across the country. What is happening with political correctness, what we're seeing happening in Berkeley with the Milo incident a couple of weeks ago, and generally from your perspective, how you believe that portends to the future of higher education?
Well, higher education is an expression of civilization and one of the highest, and that's what we're losing. Really what it boils down to is, instead of civil and academic argument, now we will relate to each other on the basis of force. We will have our spaces. We can't get out of them. If we try to expand them, we will be forced to stay. Everything is like that now, right? Instead of like this, right? You know, I mean, I was on Ricochet blog, Peter Robinson's blog, a friend of mine, about Donald Trump in the middle of the primaries, and I happen to like Donald Trump, and two of those guys didn't, and Peter kind of did. And the point is, we're all people who know and like each other, and we had a big argument about it, right? And we left friends that we had been before, and I fancy, all learned something. That's college. Lose that, you lose every freedom.
So we're seeing that being pushed right now by a lot of folks that are on the left of the aisle, which represents, according to statistics, probably 90% of the professors that are out there. We have a lot of students here. It's a wonderful thing to see as the youth are coming up and they're learning conservative activism and such. From your perspective at Hillsdale, is that something that you believe is going to improve the conservative movement, especially when it comes to media and popular culture?
Kids need to learn. Right, and it takes years to learn. If you want a higher education, it takes years, right? And so the fact that there's a lot of kids here interested in this, I hope means they're also spending those years. Because, you know, at Hillsdale College, we try to teach them what things mean, and that takes a long time. You know, the first thing you got to do is dissuade them from the idea that all they're doing is cultivating their own opinions. Shouldn't they know things? Aren't there things that are real, and wouldn't it be great to know what those are? And then they get serious, and then they really have to work. And so I hope that that's what all these kids are doing here, because the key to their own future and the key to all of our futures is that they do that.
We're just over a month into the new administration. Thoughts thus far? Obviously a little bit of chaos behind the scenes. It's supposed to be a lot better than it is in the media. But what are you seeing right now that's giving you hope, and what are some of your concerns?
Well, first of all, this is the most aggressively reforming administration since Ronald Reagan. No question about it. And the things that they are pursuing are awesome, breathtaking. And he's appointed almost all of them really good people in the cabinet. And Gorsuch, did you realize that Judge Gorsuch has diagrammed accurately an English sentence in the middle of one of his appellate decisions in order to figure out what a statute is? I mean, diagrammed the sentence in the 19th century way. This guy's a genius. So I'm very enthusiastic about all that. But it's a long slog, and the Congress is going to have to pass, to get real reform, is going to have to pass some difficult and complex laws. And they need to do that this year, in my opinion. And we'll see if they get that done. But a lot hinges on that, and that's hard.
Do you have a concern over the reported slowness of the Congress moving forward, especially when it comes to issues like Obamacare?
Well, some, but also it's hard, right? And they I was just talking to the governor of Arizona, who's a really great guy. Never met him before. And he has this really great idea, and that is the first law they should pass is that no matter what reforms are passed, that people who are reliant on Obamacare will not be hurt. And they should pass that law right now, and they should set aside the money for it. Of course, we got to borrow it, but do that, right? And then that diffuses all this harm talk. And then they should change the dang thing and make the healthcare system into a market with an insurance floor under it. And there's a million ways to do that. So they should get on with that, although the final bills they write are going to take some time, and they need to be really good.
It's going to take some time. Well, appreciate you taking the time here. Fantastic speech today.
Thanks.
And looking forward to hearing more about you in the future.
Great.
Thank
Good
you so
for
much for your
Ricochet.
time. Thank you.
Thank
All right,
you.
thank you.